Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing my February Boxycharm. It came in so early this month. I was shocked. I've actually had it for a couple of days now. I just haven't had the chance to film. So let's get into it. For those of you who don't know, Boxycharm is a beauty subscription service. They send 5 full-size products every single month and it costs around 25 US. For Canadian, it depends on what the exchange is at that current time when they bill me. So this month's theme is xoxo, Valentine's Day theme basically. So we got 5 products. So I was an idiot and I forgot to test this out for you guys. So the first product, this is a Frank Body caffeinated scalp scrub. This is what it looks like. This is for the babe who wants healthy hair. Start with the scalp scrub. Made with coffee and rosemary, this exfoliating scalp scrub removes product buildup and detoxifies your scalp, so you can think about dropping it, flipping it, and working it all over the place once you're done. So I was gonna use this when I washed my hair this morning and I totally forgot, so sorry about that. How it works is that you wet your hair and you part it, then you put in a bit of the scrub, and then you scrub your scalp, and then you rinse it out. Yeah, it's basically just a scalp scrub. Yeah, doesn't smell like much. I will definitely try this out and give you more details in my Boxycharm. So sorry about that, but here's product number 1, and this is $18.95 US. I'll put all the Canadian prices in my blog post as well. Next product I did try out this morning. This is this Saturday Skin Yuzu Vitamin C Sleep Mask. So this is a lightweight mask that works really sleep to deliver. I can't speak. This is a lightweight mask that works really sleep to deliver moisture while targeting the look of aging, dullness, pores, stress, and texture. The unique jelly texture mask is crafted from the yuzu fruit, which contains 3 times the amount of vitamin C than any other citrus. So I tried this on this morning. Here, I'll just give you a quick look. Actually, I might have done this. This is kind of what it looks like. So this is, it smells. So I know yuzu is a type of citrus. It's from Japan, I believe. I could be wrong. I know it's like Asian. I don't know if this smells like yuzu or something else. It's definitely got like a citrus lemony, but with a little bit of like a herbal and almost like bitter to it as well. So yes, I did this mask this morning, which by the way, if you didn't know, you can do an overnight mask, like not overnight. If my skin is really dry, then what I'll do is I'll put this on and use it for like 15-ish minutes, and that way I'll get more moisture in order to use a regular moisturizer, but I don't have to like keep it on as long. So I used this morning. I definitely noticed that it was very tacky. Like it did sink into the skin. So within 15 minutes it did sink into the skin, but it was like still very tacky to the touch. And then I washed it off to get rid of the tackiness, and my skin did feel a little bit more moisturized, but I still wanted to apply a moisturizer. So I assume if you had it on for longer, then maybe you wouldn't need to put in a moisturizer when you woke up in the morning. I don't know. I'll definitely try it as an overnight mask and give you guys my thoughts in my blog post. And this is $29 US. Let's get to the exciting product in today's palette. This is the Wander Beauty Getaway Eye and Face Palette. This is, there's 6 shadows, a blush, and a highlight, enriched with hyaluronic acid and mango seed to help hydrate the skin while reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Interesting. Okay, before we do this, let me just pour onto my neck. My neck is looking a little pale. I even mixed in a lighter foundation and it's still too dark. So I'm gonna use, this is my Wander Beauty Trip for 2. This is part of my project pan. So there is a blush in here, so I do know how the Wander Beauty blush formula is like. Anyway, okay, here we go. Maybe a little less pale now. So here is the palette. Sorry, you can see that I've already dipped my fingers into this because I already take photos of everything and like swatched it. So let's go in with the blush first. Not really much kick up when I put my brush in it. I'm gonna tap it off. I'd say that's a nice blush. Blended into my skin pretty easily. And it wasn't too pigmented, so I was able to build it up pretty well. There's nothing worse than when you go in and it's like way too strong. Okay, now let's go into the highlight side. This is definitely an interesting highlight. It's like, I guess champagne is what you would call it. This one definitely like powder. There's a lot of powder when I put my brush into it. I have a feeling this is gonna be really glittery, because I can just see, like, after tapping on my brush, I just see little glitter particles everywhere. I wouldn't say this is my like most favorite highlighter. Actually, I'm unsure. There's not a lot of like actual color to it. It just adds shine to the face, but definitely is some glitter to it. And I definitely think it added some dew and shine to my face. I'm unsure, on the fence about that one. Okay, let's do the eyes. Okay, so there is 6 eyeshadows, 2 mattes, 4 shimmers. Obviously this is not universally flattering, just by the fact that like obviously this blush and highlight won't work for everyone, and especially these eyeshadow shades, like they're both pretty light. I'm curious to know if they have other like palettes like this with like deeper shades, or if this is the only one, because if this is the only one, that's not very inclusive. It's a mirror, so you could use it if you're traveling, whoever does that. We're just gonna speed through parts of this, by the way. Here is the finished makeup look. I decided not to go with false lashes because I really like how it turned out. Plus, like, I don't feel like it. I feel like I can just, you know, keep on wearing this. But as soon as I put on false lashes, then I want to take the makeup off right after, if that makes any sense. Anyways, I really liked how this turned out. I really like this like bronzy, chocolatey shade. What's the difference between these two? There we go. If you're curious what the shade difference between these two shades are, because they do look very similar, this is Bungalow, which is the one all over my eye, and then this is Road Trip, which is just even darker than what I have all over my eye. And then I put a little bit of Cabana, which is this shade, kind of like right here, and then the final shade, Yacht, is like a rose gold shade. That'd be really nice if you like use it with the blush, I would think. Okay, so my thoughts on this palette. Let's start with the eyeshadows, because I kind of already talked about these two. The quality of the eyeshadows are really good. All of the shimmers blend really easily. I think they look really nice, and I could even wet them to like make it really impactful. And the mattes worked really well. Now the choices of the shades, these two matte shades are basically the same shade, just slightly darker. I wish there was more difference in between the two shades. I wish there was like really maybe like one lighter and then one really deep. I think you would just get more variety out of it. Like I could have easily just like built up this one shade more to be able to create dimension. So I don't really think having these two shades so similar makes sense. Once again, these two shades are also pretty similar, like even swatched on my hand, I think they're really similar. Ooh, almost dropped the palette. So I think they could have used just a different shade just to change it up. It's just a little repetitive. If you're going to have so few shades in a palette, I think making them a little different would be helpful. Now I do get though that these are all pretty wearable shades that I could easily see myself wearing, because the idea is that this is a getaway palette. This is something that you would travel with when I was traveling. But anyways, so you want pretty like wearable shades that you would wear when you're traveling, and I think this does make a lot of sense. If I'm traveling, I'm usually not going for really colorful, crazy looks, so I could use some of the lighter shades during the day, and then I could use some of this like bronze and the brown if I want something like smokier or sexier on a night out. So in that case, it makes sense. It also makes sense to have the blush and highlight in the palette. I mean, realistically, I think having a bronzer would make sense as well, because that way you kind of have your like full face in a palette and you wouldn't need anything else. And I still would need to pack like a bronzer with this. Is it my favorite palette ever? No, because there are things that I would change. Would I still use it? Yes. Would I recommend it? If you like the look of this, then yes, because if you like the look of it, then it's good quality and you'll like it. But I wouldn't say that everyone should run out and get it, because there are issues with it. And this palette is $36 US. Okay, and now the next product, which I'm so excited to use because my face needs it. This is a Beauty Crop Cocoa Gold Mist. It is a setting spray. This hydrating fine mist envelops the skin in moisture and helps set and refresh your makeup look. Cocoa Gold Mist includes a delicate amount of gold pearlescent shimmer that imparts radiant glow while boosting hydration. So as you see, look at that. There's like gold shimmers in it. I just shook it up and got the shimmers everywhere. So let's test this packaging. This one booktuber I really like to follow, she always, and I think her name is Money Reads, she always calls it package, so I just say packaging. Anyways, this packaging really reminds me of the MAC Fix Plus. Wow, it basically is. The top components are basically the exact same thing. The only difference is the MAC Fix Plus is just slightly taller, and this is frosted. Okay, so this is 34 fluid ounces or 100 milliliters versus this is 100 milliliters or 3.38 fluid ounces. What? That's not right. Okay, so technically 100 milliliters is 3.3814 fluid ounces, right? So they wrote 3.18 versus MAC just rounded up to 3.4, because I mean technically if you're doing rounding, yes, it is 3.4. So interesting. Apparently, even though this one's bigger, they have the same amount. Okay, anyways, this is a really long tangent. Let's do a test for the mist. Ooh. Yeah, there's definitely a coconut scent. Ooh, it's strong. Oh, okay. I just drenched my face. Let's look at the skin. I think it looks a little dewier. It did a good job of like setting down the powderiness. Do I see sparkles? Yep, there definitely is little gold glitters on my face, which like I don't really mind because it's like you don't really see it. I have to be looking up close. I have one there, but you can't see it. I mean, I get that glitters aren't for everyone, and would I want this every single day? Maybe not. It's definitely a nice touch if you're like going out to have that little bit of glitter. I don't know. I don't really mind that there's glitter. Like I said, you can't see it. Oh, you can kind of see that one there. Yeah, that mist was very strong. I had to like hold it all the way back. Let's put on a lip. They'll probably take off as soon as we're done so I can continue drinking my drink. If you're curious what song I have stuck in my head today, because it seems to be a running thing that I always have a song stuck in my head. It's currently Rain On Me with Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande because I can hear it on the radio. Okay, and now our final product is this. This is the NCLA Beauty So Rich Love Potion. This is a limited edition Valentine's Day cuticle oil. This cult favorite So Rich formula contains safflower seed oil, which you can also use to cook, by the way, and vitamin E to hydrate and nourish your cuticles. So the reason why it's limited edition is because there's little hearts and glitter in it. So cute. Put it on. I sometimes use cuticle oil. I always put it on whenever I paint my nails. And I do have one beside my bedside table. I'm not the best at remembering to use it though. I mean, it's a good thing to have. It's not exactly the most exciting product to get in my box though, if you ask me. I'd rather get a nail polish. But the scent is not anything exciting. Like I have one that's like almond scented and I love that. It just smells like oily, if that makes any sense. Oh, now yep, okay. So this actually is rose scented. Okay, now I get it. Now I get it. I just had to look it up, and actually they do have a range of nail cuticle oils with like different scents and stuff. And this one is rose scented with the little hearts in it. Makes sense for Valentine's Day. Oh, yes, it does smell like roses. I definitely didn't pick it up, but it's definitely one of those things where it's like, now that I know that it's rose, I'm like, yes, it smells like rose. And this is 18 US. I think I forgot to mention this, but this is $14.99. In total, this box is $116.94. Yeah, not exactly the highest price point, not exactly the best box, especially compared to last month box. I don't think it's good, especially compared to last month. Last month I really liked it. I'll put it up in the cards, or you can also check out the blog post, but I really did enjoy it last month, and I'm still using like the products. This month, like I don't think this palette is necessarily bad. I just don't see myself really reaching for it all the time because it's not special. I have shades like these and other palettes. The Saturday Skin moisturizer is probably the one I'll get the most use out of. I am excited to keep on using this. I have no idea whether I'm gonna like this or not. I'll have to try it and see. This face mist, it's like alright, but like it's like glittery, so I don't know how much I'll use it, and cuticle oil is like kind of like meh meh. So yeah, it's just not the most exciting box I've ever got. Yeah, the price isn't that high either, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. Am I just like being super tough and critical? Are my like expectations too high? Do you like the products that you got? Did you get different products than me and I just got a bad variation? Please let me know in the comments. I am very impressed now that I got it early this month though. I got it on the 9th, which is like so early, so I'll give it to Boxycharm. At least it arrived quickly. So that is it for today's video, guys. Please like this video if you want to see more Boxycharm unboxing and other makeup videos, and yes, comment down below your thoughts on this box, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. That is it, and I will see you again sometime. Yeah, that's it. Okay, bye.